Okay. Ewe na so. Ewe na we do. So abakosem dwumadi ho. History 101 me dey na and the most authoritative and educative live show on the internet. Ye krum ha. And dwumadi we dey adwene mu dene ene ye dey ye. Emiemi ya adwene mu ti ha yehia. Enkomo no de dene no de ne di dene no. Ane de nkrofo de ewon twetwede no. De nkrofo nti ase ne no na yehia na mosomfo munua na na chidom hene matomebo abibi mu asisi mu afifi mu ama obi bia ate ase ane I love you too bro na ene tie ena no mu ka se enkenkan Bible kakra mu ka se enkenkan Bible kakra etie ne mosomfo na chidom hene maji atum ene ye kenkan Bible na ene Bible no ye kenkan de afiri here. And then come on, Genesis 2 verse 4 and Genesis 3:24. And then didn't come after the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden. And someone is see wo hono. And ye boura hum wiase. Na ya hwe sansem ne firi say. Sansem we no. Na asofo ne di gina so e de blackmail enipa da sani say ye wo ye bonim na wo nane Adam na boni ahye oma na ye wo bonimu ensensem bebre wonim say I deeper than the ocean black thunder kwaku ansa I manager papa na ase dey enti enkomo na ye tie every time mimi ni apani Abraham ben Moshe aya na wo de pim asofo no a se aso musi Adam ni Eve ye nanane omo ne fa ikosi ha na bone omo ye na edi achi wo de pim omo sa na asofo ne si o Abraham onti ase we are ignorant you need spiritual understanding mukofa spiritual understanding ne so mra boe na no na mosofo mu amunua ane mu amude mo de hye na na chidom hene ena nwumre abakosem dwumadi so ansa na no nwotwe ebebo ne de mene o ye ba besipono na ya hye every say ya twen ansa asofo no ko mo de the spiritual understanding ebeba na nka ye nuanuma Kristofo ani obi a wonte ne ho ase ebete ne ho ase se ensem a mo ken ampa no kurenie this is the spiritual understanding na ensem no se de da me ka tere no ya fa hye wano a wo kan nya yie asofo ne sei wo Nyankopon wo bo ade na afre mo anyanyam bia wo bo ade be na frɛ mo ofrɛ mu gina hefa na so ofrɛ mu na ode asɛm ne hyɛ mo ano de a ene esa na asɛm no mo wo ho kwan sɛ mutimi kyerɛkyerɛ mu yie na obi a wonte ase no timi ti ase wantimi an kyerɛkyerɛ mu yie na ne obi an frɛ wo eno ne nei ane okay obi say what the spiritual about the Bible. What we say Bible no e wo hosa no. Ensem no ewom no. Aya nansesem. Na nansesem no ewom no wona se kire. Sabi onya se ye to nansesem keke. Enka yi wonua meme ne umienu. Adam ekotena Garden of Eden. Ena wo bedada wo mo. Ema wo mo kodi aduaba. Aduaba kro no besi ne. Obi antimi nkire ye aduaba kro no. Sesebio na eye aluguntugui ana sesebio eye mango ana sesebio eye dibo eyi wudi a wuyi from aboni pay sebio ye bio obi anim na so ya kama na to odasani asun se ampa Adam ni Eve ekodi aduaba bi na se aduaba no na Nyankopon aduaba asemwe sabio meka me nananom meka me suman meka me amiti se enipa dasani a wo ankasa wo betena se na wa anasisem we atum tra se wo kodwo ba ai ama wusu aba wo no wo nanani Adam wo nanani Adam ai efie wusu aba a wo free champo say so dompa ase na wo free wo nanani Adam no waji yo waji bisa asem patem na asem na esre yi na ka kwabra champo na ya we champo kwabra champo na ya we champo na meti asem na nanani Adam na mi Adam we Yee! Sadia Christopher ni mu aguase. Enim guase pa na efra Christopher Thomas. Aba. Enti enti asem no tie o. Azani ebe tekesi ni mu no. Asem no akasa tekesi ni mu no. Ena yenhwe asem no se de ye kwa asori dem mu a. Wasofo any Sunday school teacher eto anansesem ne fa de kire yen a se bi onipa da sani a na adwene we ne ya adwuma no etimeti ase na ye ka se awakening a awakening ne se wa adwene no afi de ebe start aye adwuma woti ase wa adwene no afi de ebe start aye adwuma na afi de wuhunu de enya a wo be frɛ ne se enye na ohunu de ye a wo be frɛ ne se ye unko frɛ papa se bone no afrɛ bone se papa what you say good enti se bio krofo bi na omo de awakening sem asa na awakening wo be kɔ honhum mu wo be sua se ekwan a ye fa so kɔ ye travel astral projection here you know se bio de e kɔ so around you se wontimi nhunu na wonte ase de a you don't have any business. Not just a wokra astral realm na woka ho asem ne kra no e ya tesem bi no ati bi na woka bi keke. Oti ase na emu nwa kasa no mpie mu hoda. Wate. Wakenkan homa bi na woka bie. Wate si e ka bi. Wate se na chi do me mu ka bie. E na wo so bie no anufu na woka bi. All around you. Ye poison wunsuo, ye poison waduane, ye poison wonframa. News, news, TV, radio, what I said, the internet, everything around you is bringing down your consciousness. So basically now you don't know. Say abiding any religion, no, represented the Antichrist. Any year, any not saying that we don't have any business talking about spirituality. No. If it's a physical realm, you haven't even been able to master it. You don't even know what is going on around you in this physical realm there. Now, whom you are saying now, and what take you a crane, and one same be brain on our become once, and what I will become. Munya na da no amoda da nkrofo no na mompe ba bi ntina na yenwene ye ho. Eti ye nyina ye kwa sorry. Sunday school teacher. My Sunday school teacher pen yo. Oh, 5 continuous years. Sunday school teacher. What you say na me kira de Divine Healers Church. For 5 years, manye teku ana simpoa emfra sore ne hoda. Da bia meka. Me na me ne da nwumre. Me kofi a Alaji station. Maami bi wo ho a ye frɛ ne dozen. Kwaku ansa de ensem ya me kan mi nua kwaku ansa de wonim nsem bi nyina. Me na mekwa akodi mi dwa. Na matoto biscuit entofe ene ho kalipo ne ho ne ma o ti ase kwasi ada no mechichama Sunday school nkwala no eno me ambo tom sika na mde if he say na me no ebra na magimie no said de osuani Paul e kan se ebra na misua no na me ye me ne ma sakwada o ti ase ebra na misua no na me ye me ne ma sakwada eti ebra na magimie no ana me nim yansa no na me free say sise wadamudie wo soro ana atu abodo ogu nsuo nani na me tuguo saa no woti ase eye wo nkwala no eye se wo bibia wo de beboa nkwala but ekwan no ana me fa so de ne ma ne bre nkwala no se ma anya kura eye no me kura de ma me What I say no me de mama brabo efri say me sa epiepia nkwala ne de omo ko say yim say the Christopher Bible ne ka say woni frani e kire kwan a me no mani efra Bible yi kura sa bre me nti ase Bible no sa bre ne me akasa me nya abotren kan ye what I say me nya abotren kan ye until say Bible no me fa ye na me kan from Revelation 1 to Genesis 1 to Revelation 22. Now me beti ase say no. Adam, which is Adama, represent earth. What you say? Earth na yete so no. Basically, story about Adam and Eve ni nyina no. The story about Adam and Eve ni nyina no about consciousness. What you say? About awakening. Na sabio enye se onyankopon ena wonim nyansa. Asem we wa wo beji sa asem na tum se nyankopon ebo bema ena na nyankopon enim se sasa obo oba ka ho wa asem we ya wo de tu nyankopon so no which language you're speaking? This is Akan. Tree language. This is tree. Someone is asking me this question from YouTube. Says, which language are you speaking? It is the Akan language, the tree language from the Akan people of Ghana, West Africa. Yes, that's the Akan language, the tree for the Akan people. And me kawadama. Said the beya and zemni some of the things I can't say them in English. If I say them in English, my channel will be taken down. You understand? So I just want to educate my people. I'm sorry if you can't grasp the language anyway. Bogu Presby JSS. Bogu Presby JSS. Bro, na mama made it. Okay, all right, okay. Thank you, bro. All right, thank you. I love you too. I love you. I love you. All right, thank you. Love and light to you, brother. All right. I love you. Thank you. That's a brother from India. Lovely people. When it comes to spirituality, these Indians, they are top notch. Trust me. And they almost because they were also colonized by the British. But I said they were also colonized by the British. So they suffered the same thing we suffered. And now Omu decided yes, say. And he said I say which originated from Bono. Savio Bono Asante Akwamu Dentra Achim Akuapim Guan Muyina we account for. What I say? Savio Asante akan ke chiri. What I say Asante akan ke chiri. Ebusuan baako ane boni bi anim boni nim Savio ane kaye kale sa akura anka ne enka guan ene be ya kan PC in that sense ka PC abi say and the Bali people from Ivory Coast. Yes, exactly, you know your stuff. Enti nyina ya busuan baako so we trace your lineage from where we nyina free by ya there be so what ni nyina busuan baako munya etitie yakwa asem so me and digress from ekomo no ayedi no and nyina one people now eti asem nyina ne say yes, that's true. Yes, yes, that's true. So now, assembly nyina say, we are told say, Nyankopon, na wo Adam ni Eve. And wo Adam ni Eve no. Odi omko gu. If I story ne kwa say Nyankopon bo Adam. Ba na Nyankopon agimi. Enti na Nyankopon nim say Adam ebehia oba. Ti asemo omo katu Nyankopon so ti asemo a Christopher omo na ese wo mo do Nyankopon they say they love God more than any religious sect. These Christians. But look, Chasamo Mokatu Nyankopon, so they say Nyankopon bo Adam, and for God to create Eve, the female counterpart, which is the feminine energy. And Christopher, one person Mokati say, Adam and a dinyansa, a share Nyankopon, Trimuse Nyankopon, Aden na wuya Jimmy Husa. And Nyankopon, a refia a Jimmy, na Aden na wabo emwa. Double wabo back and one head up double na to nipa akoko to nipa odwan to nipa aponche to nipa krama to nipa aden na menko nipa wabo menko a wa ma obi anka me ho a mejeje tax every nchen. This is what omoka to Nyankopon so ansa na omo si Nyankopon adwene ba ne ho so Nyankopon ehunu nyansa se so obo back Adam ho. How can you say such a thing about God, the creator of everything, the source of everything? How can you? Na ye correct wa wo see ye mom no ye nim Nyankopon na ye ne yesom bosom na ye ne ye evil ene ye ne aye say wo no a wo di Nyankopon ho fel na se wo kokra no me kasa ansem we fa ho a se wo kra be ya wo ya ena wo see Nyankopon ema enaho to me ebe share Adam so and Adam die and a Nyankopon etia Christopher and some people can say that is the first surgery. That is the first surgery. And a Nyankopon yi Adam on fin padeɛ baako. Nyankopon yi Adam on fin padeɛ baako. And what the be Eve. Na ye dem fin padeɛ baako be dipa. Na Adam ni Nyankopon bo no de mfempade na bo no anasa Bible ni say Nyankopon te dotie ena wo ne nwene no ena wo humi gu ni mu ma ne be ye wo krate asefo nya sa na Bible ni kan no na all but the feminine aspect of the male no eno de wo ko yi male no mfempade. This is patriarchy. Sounds and phone na modi aka ema ahye na modi gu mani mu ase. Because indeed some of African spirituality mu a ema ye fa mani agro nti na mobile ahemfie no ema na esi ahemfo no. What I say? And I will see Adam eti Adam ti ho no oda adagya. Adam ti ho woni Eve one na yere Eve. Omo ti wo mo da adagya. But omo nya we si wo mo da adagya. But omo aboda mo na. Sabio na na chidom hene. Miti hei. Na me sha atade. What you say? Amadaso. Ba me nya we. Be madaso na meti ya na me kasa. Ena mo amo hwe me no. Mo ka kire me se na na chidom hene. Na de waba betina history 101 so a ubolo da so say mo ka say ene de na na chidom hene enza spirituality na afa ni tirim ene de spirituality de afa na chidom hene ti wabodam ene chidom hene adire nya dwuma what me di wadaja abetina live show so ebreko a wonya we you see some yawe tio some yawe not just me conscious of my actions it minim say and then me person me boa de jana me de betina history 101 so what I say it will come at the jana ho asem a metra so monka fra ebia enedwumade bia me die no say ni say na but mo ka kire me say na na chidom ni won sha tade o me say sa me sha tade ene mami fa book no nkata me hai. What I say? It tells you some about them. What I say? Now you catch that will say wo a ye nyina ye nim wo se wani enhu bi fili da at least we hu bi TV so da me nyini in the era of diabolo o ja say me nyini in the era of diabolo any anaconda 18 minimum wo ba mi huru wo a se bi owo nan enante se nipa ana wo nante sa ponche but Bible no aka kire wo say na sa bre no na wo nante na wo na beka ana wo kasa ti se nipa na wo beka kire Eve say Eve ada na aduaba ewo efuomu anyina mudibie na aduaba we die munibie ena Eve ka kire say oh onyankopon a obo bibia ne se aduaba we die maye nibi na da ye de ensampo beka no ye de ensampo beka no ewuo ne yebewu sada na yebewu ti o sada no anka se wudi a ebia ubewu 70 years ana ubewu 50 years ana so ubewu 30 years o se eda na ubedi na sada na ubewu which means poison na enkuraduro na nkrofo ton odi ya na owu ye etika in actual sense enka Adam ni Eve omu di aduaba no anka sese ho anu omu wo omu nan che omu wo omu nan sa because according to asofo interpretation of what the Bible ne ka no o person omu kire se wo no ye evil wo no ye bronsam no na eba be dada nti wo ba be dada wo ne de na che sade no wudi ya sese wu so wo no ye evil no ba be dada wo de a wudi ya sese wu. What did we see? Omudi ya omu ye. Omudi ye na afa de omu damnate ko ye. Aduaba no amu na mo se Nyankopon na oye nokwafo no. Oye nokwafo no ka kire Adam ni Eve se wo mu di a wo mu bewu no. Afa de omu di aduaba no na omu ani aba omu ho so. Na afa de omu se me dadeja. Iti se me ni nam nyina no se me nhyatade ena me di me be ma me bolobolo ni nam so saa ena ma me kwoti bibi nkata me ho o ti ase ba cho sa wonam na won hyatade ba wonya we se won hyatade na obi hia wo no wa kire wo se gie aduaba we di na wudi a wani beti ubehunu nyansa na wudi aduaba no na wudi aduaba no a wani ba ho so se woda adagya na wudi mirika ko hunu se fa anya se hunu se woda adagya kekewu wo sa be hunu nyansa hunu se adagya na se wo pe bibi kata so enya se wo be hunu adagya ne se me dade o se eto da bia wo betimi ehu problem se problem nie but how to solve the problem so na ba be issue for you but where there wo be hunu problem no say who how to solve the problem. How do you call such thing an evil? Na Nyankopon ba ye no Easter sen ko be ba be da evil the so called evil the serpent national yes Nyankopon bu aye no ni bu sa be full serpent no esa be domain serpent no. Anyways, let's get into the story, the spiritual understanding of this whole thing. Said the very asofo no mi nua pani Abraham bi Moshe eko ka kire mo say Adam ni Eve bi ankwa ye yi afa de mo say you need spiritual understanding. Of spiritual understanding ne so bra na aye boachi bidi ene madama spiritual understanding of the Garden of Eden and the Adam and Eve story. Ena na chidom hene madama me de brem no ye kwai de dikai Adam and Eve no baby ana omotie ye ni kan hwe, which is the Garden of Eden. Ebusia for Garden of Eden, see a can Garden of Eden in spiritual terms and I say in spiritual essence. As yet to say na adenti na ehia say sese eba Bible nim. What you say? Yentia ye kasa anansesem, and mind you, anansesem nimdeɛ efiri tete enye mass production. And in fact, anything at school, you get school fees no. All throughout history. Nimdeɛ bia ni wa na de makwa. What you say? You have to prove say you are worthy of the knowledge and sana sa nimdeɛ no. Ya pa ho entoma e de akyerɛ wo. Ɛno nti na countete bre no. Wo hyɛ wadesua ase a ye de ukọ the monastery and I say country ancient Egypt, the temples no a to say the earthful temples and all these temples now ye kyerɛ ade wo mu a first and foremost inipa wani munyam ani utirinwi what you say utirinwi no it adds beauty to wani mbia no enti utirinwi no efu utimi ya ne style bia wo style obeye ni bia no e wo se de be ma wanim no aye what you say se mitrinwi sisi a mi so mu se ya onze mi pia call machi say no manim dua no asesa what you say mi pia call machi say ya manim dua asesa what you say e na me de ba manim nso say ya manim dua ne nso aye den asesa se bi o se mi ko boti mi ko yesa kora manim dua ne nso be de ebe sesa enti countete ho no se wo call temples no a okay, thank you. So ko temples na ye yiuti. Ye yiu nwi ni nyina. What you say? Ye yiu ni nyina efiri ho. Ni nyina ne say mate o say ade yo, mate me lock no. Ni nyina ne say ye hwe it is your ego. What you say nti ye hwe say why ye wadwene say obe sacrifice your ego. No, what you say? Obi o be ka say there be ntimi me mamu nyi o hwe ntimi na me metimi agina ma na ye kama say na wo beyi that is say when you ready say wo be bre wo ho ase aginim de no what you say anything now wo call in the far east ancient India na China na yi ni nyina no me pa cho me din de Nana Chidom Hene Nana Chidom Hene, yes, that's my name. Nana Odru Champon. What you say enti now ye de wa faster entity anymore. Eti nimdeɛ enya de a na ye de makwa. Enti se nimdeɛ se de Christopher Bible na etie no. Se sa nimdeɛ no a ɛwɔ Bible nim no. Se ye twere ne se de etie no pepepa a. Enke beye fo ama nipa dodo. Na ke nipa bebre nso de sa tumi no ebedi nsamfon bebre. Anything na in a Roman Catholic Church no a omode Mr. Paul Ejekum Roman Catholic Church na omode esom no Christianity no ankasa baaye no ukọ Roman Catholic Church na omo societies bebre in the Roman Catholic Church. What you say? Omo societies bebre. The society based on society I will belong to no. It determine the kind of knowledge you'll be exposed to. What I said, I had to say occult. Occult means hidden knowledge. What I say, the proper knowledge, no, for the secret society, for the selected few, and the diluted one, no, ye jad ama the masses. Debi onanka yen from mamu fofofo sa. Ejika kwesi adanka wo de aye yi sa na nka wo de akwaji nimdeɛ ka sa. Sabio enkomo ya neme ne oti ya mini wudi. Unim how many years are taking me to get this knowledge. What you say? The number of practices, the number of times over meditated, the number of books as what kind. What you say? Mamika say minchro. So why you say obedi Christus? Me, I don't have a problem with you. So we Christo ni. In fact, I love Obia. So we Christo ni. So we Kremuni. So we Buddhist. So we Hindu. So I love ubia. What I say? Me gidi say e kwan a ye fa so e di hunu ye ho in spirituality no e diverse. What I say e kwan ne so e dooso. Utimi de haban. What I say ye won haban bebre wo ho a instead of meditating no wo fa sa haban no a e boa wo e ma de wo hunu ne through meditation no. Uhunu ba sa haban no obo ade ye sa haban no as teachers. What I say, they are teachers of consciousness. What I say, they are not for escape. Enti sa haban no ofa what I say ofa na ekrew what is behind the veil. Na watwa so. Na wankasa wa use wankasa wutumi ni wa hoden no e they are practicing kakra. We say ahaban no as a teacher no akrew what is behind the veil. What I say and how to access it. Enti afi there now we know what reality is and how to assess it. Wahu etinimdia no eye nwanwa se kwasi broni e di ade ne beche bibini on a silver platter sir. At least come on, at least. What I say, when the deal is too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. What I say, there be a me catch there will say enipa no a o se wo kire we kwan a ye fa so ko oba ade ne nchen no sa nipa no wonim kwan a ye fa so siesie o man wasase so ema emu ye de na emu ya kono na emu eye asset ema set na pa wo mekire wo eno de wo mekire wo e kwan a ye fa so ye no. In fact wo mpanimfo no a eye wo ma adwene se wo mo be ye enema pa ama wo man no a wo tim no enigye ne abrabo papa abamu no sa mpanimfo no sa nkrofo we ku wo mo etu wo mo so se ku wo mo but for some strange reason wagye atum se wo mo abre wo book as a book no o kan ne tra sa e de wo be ko nyankopon nchen na wakọ na nchi gold so me nyame na meka che o se wagimi o enye me na mechi dom hene na meka kire wo se wagimi o eye wo na wo ka kire wo hu se wagimi. What I say eye wo na wo ka kire wo hu se wagimi. Now nienti a meka say ye ka say and mind you me kire say we a Christian are fine. The Christian religion no and I say Christianity no eye Judaism and a wo no. What I say eye Judaism and a wo Christianity. Ain't the basis of the New Testament no the Old Testament. What I said the Old Testament no and a wo the New Testament. So person what the Old Testament na sia. What I say find the Zohar. The Zohar. What I say the Jewish spiritual interpretation of the Old Testament. And then we history 101 we are said there be a no. Me the me PDF copy of the Zohar no. Me the better a WhatsApp group nim. Now one pay say wo munya the Old Testament the spiritual interpretation. Aye na say asofo ne ka say who hear spiritual understanding and say ya o mu twa true. And say asofo ne ka say Bible no e was spiritual understanding and say be asofo ne twa true. E no kuro but no kura ne say asofo no omunim. If he says omunim spiritual understanding no e kanu no be preach. If he says spiritual understanding, ne kura ni preach the physical understanding. What I say, and mind is that the am catch the Bible no second nufanu esoteric and exoteric. One for the masses and one for the selected few. The selected few no and no na me ni ushia wa bakosem dwumadi so a because on this platform no selected few Bible ne se ekuo ketu ama munsuru etimi ni ushia na me biebie niema ni nyina so ayede ama wati ase said the be ya wo behunu say Adam ni Eve story no enye a story of sin What you say? Ah, ye de guilty shame you, ye de aye asuni ato so a ye de bu aten se ye wo boni mu na wo ye bonefo no. What you say? Boni be mu ne ye wo to ye. What tete? What the same way atum boni be wo ka kire me? What the atum ka kire boni be mu? Ye wo to asawo fie ne ye wo to ye ana. Eh? Come on. Now, one will say the Garden of Eden na wo hosa no. It represented a state of pure potential. What is a state of pure potential? The unconscious unity of the divine and the unmanifested realm, which represent the spiritual realm, which ye nyina free. And the Garden of Eden, in itself, it represented the spiritual realm, the original abode of humans before we descended into the physicality. What you say? The Garden of Eden. Now, when we say Garden of Eden, again, a dream state of blissful ignorance. Say a nipa, what tibia mua, what you say, what crano, a one in natural state, no, enim boni, enim papa. What you say, the soul in its natural state, no, enim boni, enim papa, because experience the duality. What you say, enti enim broni, ena enim bibini. What you say? What said the Biaya me catch all the Christopher Bible was in Bia? I can say, as a man think, so said the Nipa Junens and Abrabot here. If you say, well, subconscious mind, no, which is your spirit mind, no, in him what is right and what is wrong. Well, subconscious mind is the non-physical mind. What I say, and no, dear, and no, you're non-thinking, and no, na no. What I say, well, conscious mind, no, and no, na ubi can sem chirewa. Tisa me catch it say, mecha aeroplane na. O conscious mind no, eno na wo de ba ba dwene ho agusa fe, na na chi do me na wo. O be ya no ache me play no. What you say na de ba dwene ho no. But the subconscious mind no will not think about it. It will believe it. Because it doesn't know say me wo plane and I say mini plane and I say me wo kwan ya fa so to plane and me ni kwan ya fa so to plane ene de ti de obeka kire ni bia na age adi. What you say? Enti se me kasa a kire no na ogidi a me reinforce so sa kasa ne se meche plane na me tu ho anamon a da chi meche plane. What you say? Anything na ya na kwasi broni wa se bi o ka se be careful what you wish for. Anything na de bia me ka kire o se ne wo koso wo abrabo mu no. Ne koso wo abrabo mu no. O de opa wan kasa tena ase. Unbiased. Me na da obia. What you say dinokrema ho. Na busa ho say for the past 10 years ago. Eniema be na wadwene mu na wo de wadwene koso. What you say dear pana consciously wo de wadwene koso adwene ho. Wo be hunu say sa niema no a consciously wo dwene ho pa di utumi taya chire no e manifesti wo abrabo. Be careful what you wish for. You see, there be na me catch out say wa dwene no e wo ho sa de wo dwene wo mu no de wo dwene wo wutiri mu no electrical. What you say electrical de wo feel wo wakoma mu no the emotions no are generated from your heart no magnetic together for me the electromagnetic field na around you no which is your aura. What you say eno na attract enema de ba wabrabo enti se bio ye call elementary school bogu presby GSS no ye kire magnetism ye say like poles attract unlike poles repel. It is said the word dwene no eno na wo attract de ba wan kase wabrabo. Be careful what you wish for, Unia. Matibami musu. What you say? Enti The Garden of Eden represented the spiritual essence, the original you. The original you enim bone, enim de ye papa. Ayete sa kwada ya wo na ba, o sa kwada ya wo na ba fufuro no. Ofri asaman do ho na aba. Ofri the spiritual world na aba. Once sa kwada no oba ye no onim de ye papa no onim de ye bone. Oh, the onim because on experience papa ne the mo frɛ ne papa ene bone ne you know experience bi. Nti wa ba yi afe na wofo ne be kire ne se we ye papa we ye bone. O ja se afe ne ye ba be kire ne se biu akwala edi akwala oba eni se biu 16 years a wuntimi ne na. Wa ja se afe ne ye ba be kire sa ade ni nyina. Wahu nti sa akwala no wonim sa time na akwala na adwene ni nyina in a state of pure consciousness wonim what is negative and what is positive. What I say because ofri a Garden of Eden ho and a free and a waba or Garden of Eden. What I said that is where free no waba. Eti afe na ya pam no free Garden of Eden amanaba into the physical realm. What I say into the physical realm where you have to work to earn a living. What I say because in the spirit world you don't have to work to earn a living. What I say it's when you come into this physical world, you have to work to earn a living. What I say. Now, one will say, yes, Adam ni Eve ye kuyi sebiu nemfem pade na ye de ye Eve no. This represents the two polarities. What I say, the negative and the positive. What I say, the yin and the yang. Kanchre will say, papa de mo frɛ ne papa ne bone ni nyina no. It comes from the same source. The mo ade no enti wo kan Christopher Bible no wo say mimi ni nyame mimi ni onyankopon no me na miku me na mihira wo ti ase me na me ma na megie the mo ade no amatu ni din papa ne bone and it comes from the same source. And in the Christopher Bible no ya na e ka kire mo say emu aten ne ebu aten wo ti ase mo ma ni nyina momunyini mo ma ni nyina momunyini otwa bre ne so a de odi aye no enye na odi aye ukura wunnim obi hyebre wunnim obi nkrabia wo de baaye what I say meti ha wunnim nkrabia wunnim me hyebre wunnim ne me de baaye atiatifo asasi so se me ba baye iti meti ha ya me kase ya me kwan me so ma adwuma me de ba atiatifo asasi so se me ye ni what I say enti mehunu no video ni wa beke bi mabem videos me bana me ye na wohwe one show me ya to ho na me ko what I say because sana me cry yes me ba be kire ai wo fa ye wa wo dia na se wo abrabo na wo to ka na wo tim no nim na tim wo fie no a wo dem fo che no me ne one da hobi nya me na hobi what I say now science we no sabiu wo pese wo ti ase yi a wo pese wo ti ase yi say the Garden of Eden, that is what it represents. Se me di kan ka che wo kan the Zohar na the Zohar 1 chapter 15a Zohar 1 chapter 15a so madam mami ko tu bogu presby Jesus brofia ane mami ko tu was say before the Holy One created the world he and his name were one, suggesting a state before it enti before obo ade no ebebo ade nyina no one na body ni nyina ye ba one will say anything na Christopher Bible ne eya na ka kire say o pese ohun onyankopon aben na body no o ti ase ben na body no if you say na body ni mu otie o ti ase na body ni me no otie anything na Christopher Bible ne say to aso na ka kire say twe no onyankopon won te dan ya nipa de nsasi mu onyankopon te dan a nipa de nsasi mu eti se bi o me ye den nyankopon metena we mu da. It doesn't matter how hard I will pray. What I say? It doesn't matter hiri baba meye. It doesn't matter. Asori dem ho no mu ankasa munim. Mo na mo ye contribution ekofa amazing any carpenter na yi mo besi asori da mo nim sa asori dan ye nipa na asi mo bible ne so aka kire mo se wo nyankopon want na sa edan no a wo nipa de ne nsasie no but jimie enti wo sori ana akotena wo so wo ko nyame fie wo si nyame fie when wa bible na ka kire wo aka kire yɛhwɛ wɔwɔ no represented the awakening force in spiritual circles no what they call the kundalini what you say tisi ka se wɔwɔ no baaye na wɔbɛdaadaa wo bia sɛ bi wɔwɔ no wɔnyɛ a valiant in the story what you say wɔwɔ no in the story no representing the catalyst what you say to awakening. If we say sa energy no the kundalini energy no what you say I coil it down your spine like a serpent. And it was our story way. It is repeated several times in the Bible. There's another story in the Bible where was it Moses babeke kakeka omo a ode ne puma ne ekire the big snail say look mo hwe serpent na ya bobọ ne wo ne edua ne ho no wo hwe no a wo beto no o ti ase serpent ne represent awakening and the bia ya me ka kire o say randomly onam o ko baabi ohun na randomly na wo abetwam wo wani what as a randomly now what abitwem when him say ya the universe ne can same be natural catch say where do a you are going to go through a transformation which as a spiritual awakening. You are going to go through a spiritual awakening. What you guys don't understand is I saw no moon contain and let you me ka kwa bana kitebo won kwa asore ne ncheme na won do asore ne ncheme hwe mi jai tv nyina hwe tv mi jai hwe if we say na mi hunu ne say eye vanity eye bone wo hwe tv a wo ba ko hu oba a wo sa wo so ne to ho wo so ne to tv ni mo ti ase ebema wa adwene akọ sex is this animal so me jai tv nyina hwe because of authority eti me ka sorry asem a me hu me se ye evil bi o in the Gnostic tradition minim say what say you say na asori ne ba ye no na asori ne beba na Roman for ni kunkum the early Christians. Minim say what is asem no tie the so-called early Christians now Romans e kunkum wo no. They were not Christians as in the sense of mumu Christian. They were the Gnostics. Omuni from the Gnostics. Gnostics means knowledge. Omuna no omukuta nimdie no a yediko within yourself. What you say nimdie no na the character Jesus Christ no wo preaching the Bible ne say wo pese wo call heaven. What you say heaven as wo pese wo call heaven. You have to go within yourself. You have to be crucified between the two thieves, which is your left and right hemisphere of the brain, to find balance. Anything in the Bible, no medical that's why this and your coincidences. It is why Jesus Christ died at the age 33. What I say, I've done an entire video on my YouTube channel. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go and subscribe. History 101 on YouTube. I've done an entire video about Jesus Christ in life, what it actually meant, what Jesus Christ preached. What I say, it is Jesus Christ say, be Christ-like. Be Christ-like. It is because you have to achieve Christ consciousness. You have to awaken the Christ within you. What I say? Now, in the Gnostic tradition now, or offer gnosis, or offer knowledge. What I say? Or no, and humans from ignorance, because to be living in a naked state, without knowing so we are naked, means you are ignorant. Eti wo wono na eba beyi etenu ewo wani so na mo ahunu say sabio wadiane awudie kura ye de awuduru agum. Just what you say. Your person will be ascended to your higher level, to your higher frequency. They want you to be stuck in your root chakra, to be living in fear. Anything on the hell, any what I say, because when you are living in fear now, you are living in your animal mode, your animal self. The biane oh me die time aso. Oh me do nkwala school fees I say hey na ntimi ba be nyini sa me nyini ntimi de me si dan da hey ntimi ba be ye be ka sam ye kwase ampani o si dan a wo kwa de be ko hu ni ba bi da. Why are you worried? Say who si dan. Why? I don't wuni ba bi da. And some are many walking about the snake now. Let me quote something from the Nag Hammadi. From the Nag Hammadi. The Gnosis text no. The Gnostics no, Omo text no. And we all says what kind the Nag Hammadi, the library text now. Sa and come away, Omo friend of the testimony of the truth. The testimony of the truth. From page 27 to 74. But mame enquote bibi kakra or enfan chrew. Now one kasa tiase, tiase. These are the Gnostics. Omo nana womu kuta no kreno. Anything a Roman for the Roman Empire no. Anything a womu hunted down these people. Eku womu, eji womu, ensem ni nyina womu text ni nyina ehye bi esie bi said ye be ya hunhu no kreno. Said ye be ya ye beton Jesus Christ story na ma on said ye eye Nyankopon ba osuma ne se omewu nyon kwa. Ale Nyankopon wa jimi wa bodam. Say enipa ye Nyankopon bone. Enipa nkasa nko Nyankopon ho nkosere bone fache se Nyankopon. Bone no ayaya oni ye ni ye ho fache ye. Na Nyankopon na tena se se medi nipa bone be che no me soma me doba se nipa nku no ansa na mede ne bone a che no. Ebre kwa the same Nyankopon no wa hye mra se thou shall not kill. Me se woji sa ansem ni se sa na ti a wo adwene na nya dwuma. Ye wo ne omo a wo ankafo ne ayi no difference nim. Eti na mejai abatuo no ko me nkosan line koto aba na ya kan ne one na so wo jimini a wo gidi se Nyankopon asoma ne ba aba se ye nkunu ansa na Nyankopon de ne ye bone a che ye bre ko Nyankopon se that shall not kill. Ayes ade na me ne nkoto aba na ye kan ne one na so kan ne one bre ko a wukuta sa adwene we wu tirimu. I will not do me vote to biem. Mudi jimie sa na mudi jimie sa na mutete President Kufuor achi e ma ne kofa ebo e wo Israel so de ba be si Nyankopon fie. Mami quote from the Nag Hammadi was say, but what sort of God is this? My own say. This is from the Nag Hammadi, the Gnostic text. Or say, but what sort of God is this? First, he envied Adam that he should eat from the tree of knowledge. But he, which is the serpent, was wiser than all the creatures. And he said to the woman, what did God say to you? Did he say, do not eat from the tree of knowledge? She said, that is Eve. She said, he said, not only do not eat from it, but do not touch it, lest you die. He said to the woman, that is the serpent. The serpent said to the woman, do not fear, you will not die. For he knows that when you eat from it, your intellect will become sober and you will become like gods, recognizing the difference between evil and good. Me pacho wo. Dia wo ne ka kire Adam ni Eve. Eve, do ka kire Eve no. Eye nada. Dia o ka kire Eve no, dia wo no, wo de wan kasa ka no kire kire wo. For the first time in your life, tell yourself the truth. Say, asem no a wo ne ka kire Adam ni Eve no, na ye no kra na na ne nkuntumpo. Wo na ntwantro. No kra no ka kire Adam ni Eve. In fact, Adam ni Eve di no aduane no. Omo hunu no kra no. Omo hunu ye. Omo hunu so omo da adagya. Na na me busa se nti Nyankopon na zozo mo kasa asem ya tu Nyankopon no. Eso no mo kasa mo twa sa ntro we atu Nyankopon so se na Nyankopon eti wie so omo de Nyankopon te heaven. Na ohwe ponu. Mboa ohwe ponu. Ohwe Adam ni Eve adagya. The Adam, Eve, and Namwa, Sabio, ne ba daso, and in Pokia Gusun, and another Yankopon Eshe. And you must much less say Yankopon, or ready at 20 bear, Manasa. Move good Yankopon anymore, and yes, sir. Namu ya no baba kase ye na ye mpe Yankopon ase. Na mo kasa nsem fun we defend Yankopon, di mo ye mamo de. Ni so mamo. Anyways, Yanshe. The fruit of the tree of knowledge. I ediabano a yesi udi ebema onimdie no. Ejina homa the birth of duality and consciousness. Medical mwati ase say your true and original essence, which is the soul from the spirit no. And name what is evil, and name what is pain, and name fear. What I say, you wouldn't experience fear that, wouldn't pain, said the tear that. What I say, so you come here to this physicality to experience all these things. When you are in the spirit world, so who said, Obi be a wunu sua, a young one. What I say, one tiasie say kwa we ya Jimmy ho. Edi ni pana what tu kwan asa ba ha ni ndi no sua. And once that when you are there, you because your emotions and everything are electric and magnetic, so you see it. What I say, how these energies are manifesting in this spirit world. And a strange man say, hey. And this energy fear pan and nipple use just for this energy pan a more service. I had to say the way you're communicating. What's that? The other beings from different dimensions now. I know said the because in the spirit no, in the spirit world no, you communicated through telepathy. When the thought comes, so many will communicate, and when the thought comes, no, you grab it. What I say, they may come or now what I say, huh? And I must say, ye kasa, you waste energy too much. Na no crew. Na say ye kasa no say o kasa cha obre. Ye kasa you waste energy. And almost say the muscles now ye used to what say ye there? Yeah, used to. But when you are when you are in the spirit, now we experience how we are doing it. And strange, I don't know more wasting energies out there. Say, na munti communicating because we have lost that. We have lost our ability to communicate through telepathy. But we'll get there. Kakra. What I say? Entisabio, the fruit of the tree of knowledge, no. The birth of duality, any consciousness. What I say? Sabio, eating of the fruit, no, a pivot a pivotal to your awakening. What you say? Na fruit no. Ejina homa knowledge. Nimdie. Na sa nimdie nam de man we. What you say? You have to consume the knowledge. What you say? You have to consume the knowledge to be liberated. One enti wawono through the awakening of the Kundalini energy no. And the Kundalini energy no goes up and down through the 33 vertebrae, which represent the 33 age, the 33 years now Jesus Christ is here. I always tell my Christian folks, say, of all the ages, say, we are say, at least the Bible ne kura can say nipa ubebo abrabo konko na obeye we yanka Bible ne sinka ube nyine 70 years anay. Etika Jesus Christ being what you say, Yankopon ba no ba be che at least only 70 years ni bi. Na ye hunu say ampa ube wiase na ubebo abrabo konko na ubebo abrabo pa ube di 70 years. But Jesus Christ now all Bible now all be che yen e kwan a yemfa so mo abrabo pa ni ye mu mpanimfo ni yenye yi no. No asori atia asori mpanimfo no. Other than Jesus Christ, but sorry, asori mpanimfo. Because asori mpanimfo ni ye evil no. What you say? Asori mpanimfo ne nya asori mpanimfo no na ekote at the national cathedral alone no say ma uja asori ko. The national cathedral alone no with the corruption and na etare ho. Se mo se mo ya dia manyankopon o. Mo ya dia manyankopon na mo afa ho abo man krono say eno kura say ma uja asori ko because Ghana ha asori mpanimfo nyina Christopher mpanimfo bebre no mo tai sa de na chi. That alone should tell you Nyankopon fu be na Christopher mudi na chi a oto ososo krono a ye bo man krono ye wi o man sika nyina na ote wo no ohwe na ofisa me bosom nisu man kwa bracketable na modi o man sika be se me nsa na me di akazo obe mama trase o kazo obe mama gu na ni mu ase obeba kwa bracketable be mama di ni di ato na me ho so na me di gu na ni mu ase no o he me kanim juwa obe mama na che me unim juwa obe mama na bo me na mo de munyame no amudi na chi no krono nko na mo bo na ososo mo so na ba ko no odi na sofo ayire na sofo nketo ayire no mo fa we no ososo so mo de munyame ne de nsam fonko na ososo na di boni na besre boni fa chi nyame de ebe de woti ase eti sabio therefore enye moral crime yan hwe ma mi ko to bibi kakra from the poet and mystic of William Blake. Was say the tree which moves some to tears of joy is in the eyes of others only the green thing that stands in the way. As a man is, so he sees. From the letter of Reverend Dr. Tosler. Now, one say in modern spirituality, openi malipi ho ensemo wono so eka edi afa edi abano ehuni was say and me quoting from the book me quoting from ono ankasa ni book a watu ni din the secret teachings of all ages the secret teachings of all ages openi enhuman was say the allegory of the fall represent the descent of spiritual man into physical generation. Simple. Adam and Eve could be back kwa ye simple and manly piho while breaking it down was anansesemo no aye to say Adam ni Eve efole ye wom kodi aduaba efole ye no was say the fall represent the descent of spiritual man into physical generation. You are a spiritual man. Wo nipadua no memma ne na adaw memma we ne na adaw. You are the God within. What you say nintina the ancient Egyptians no na de bia no omuka say man don't know thyself. What you say man know thyself enipa hunu ho. Ne da wo be hunu ho no wa hunu nyame. If it's a winipadua ni onyankopon asori dan winipadua onyankopon no wakotete wonipadua ni onyankopon no wani abre no ada bia wokoye here baba here madaka bazabede wede bode wede no. It is hidden. What you say? Etinya botre na wo be den no akọ. What you say? Wo be den no access the God within. And the Bible ne catch us say, "Shen wu pie." Go to your bedroom, your closet. What you say? Meditate. Meditate. Go within yourself. What I say? And yen hwe enno me no. Enno me no na yemfa enesom no. Emna wiye. Enno me no. Adena the as I said because say eni aduaba no wo boye dey. Me pa jani mi fro bogu. Bogu Presby JSS pa. Bogu Presby JSS. Na Messiah compound overseer. Bolaman. Me na me yen someone hene. Bogu Presby JSS Bolaman, Chief Bolaman. Oma mame. Anka che. Engo mame. You senior prefect. If we say me class no obi anima de enchen me. What I say? Me class no obi anima de enchen me. But the entire school no enye me head prefect ni say almost say me akola bone. Almost say me akola bone. In fact, na me akola bone so. It said oh, say your school here vocational skills. In the vocational skills, it be a network, it be a calabash, it be a what I say, yeah, near a network. Near a network. But yeah, your post school, no. Na madam no, I watch their life skills, no. Sometimes I need a friend vocational skills, need a friend life skills. The madam no watch their life skills, no. Madam Anhere, a very fantastic teacher. Madam no. Brofo no a Bogu Presby Jesus brofo na mitimi kan sa sa madam no ma. Me fab the English language ni serious how. Yes, imagine say you ko Bogu Presby Jesus. But can THEY woka there madam no what the cane ni be pumpem see kwa o see day eda o kan enipa dodo day a enka ni day kan they na say they no so a o kan so one kan ni they ni here o say ada o tekre mabu enti and then them madam no o say kasa na e obi language madam na kire me o say kasa e wo phonetics na e ka kasa ne ho no e ka kasa ne ho enti e obi kasa o kan say de nipa ne ka no enti na yenuanom nordness no eba na omo kan yetwi kasa no na omo anka ne ya yesere wo mo because we are expecting them to speak the language as we speak it. Enti wo zo ka bruni kasa no anu aka nse de o ka no enti na ya na me pese me brofilize na nya bibia e Bogu Presby Jesus no ana me di yi keche sa what you say enti yan hwe de enome no a e fa se Adam ni Eve akodi na Nyankopon aduane na Nyankopon aduane a wakata so asi ho Adam ni Eve aya so brache mamu nkonkodi ena makodi enti Nyankopon ne buafu. Can you imagine? Ti Nyankopon buafu according to a Christopher with their understanding of the Bible. Nyankopon buafu nti ni buafu ne de na just Nyankopon no a Christopher person o mo kire se Nyankopon ya jagoraja. Nyankopon ya jagoraja. Ofum na ovenche na odome. enti no omo kire say Nyankopon edome Adam ni Eve enti wo say enipa ebebre enome di e kan no toil and pain. Toil and pain no ejina ho man say toil and pain no feedback mechanism for growth. A feedback mechanism. Enipa ati asefo asase isu die. Waba ha die. Enye no me no obi adome o. Sese wusam mfifira ansa no wadidi. Tie. Ediaba ne ko tie, ediaba no a esi ho keke no kura no a obo ade no na aye no. Obe nante no akote ansa no wadi. What you say? Enya in the spiritual realm no a you feed off emotions near, you know what you say? Enya no ni aha there you eat physical food and then the physical food no a would you know. Some you have to grow them yourself. What you say? Ebi wa asasa wododo ho. Aboa kura no a wo beba akoku, aboa no aba akoku no kan tete no wo be chase aboa no. You have to go and hunt. In hunting aboa no kura no, you can be hunted. But aboa bi so what you say? Into the toil and the pain no, it was not a curse. Enyan no me what you say? Name a feedback mechanism for growth in this realm no. Say who you have to go through that process. A bra won fat pain and a toil him a bra we ya bofrada o ma me nice super. Da bra ne o ma me no papa ba kopre aba e de abehye wano am wadi. Even at that time you know pain. If you say you go asinsuo ensuo hia what you say, you know what pain is. Until you come into this realm, you experience what toil and pain is. Ubi afem bi enya no me. Enya se wo nanane Adam ena ye dome Adam nti ena wo fam bi. Okay. Say Jesus Christ said say nya ne nanane Adam ana. Meboa. Jesus Christ say nya ne nanane Adam. Oba ye toil no anfa toil nimbi. No onam mprichi. Na nya adwuma na no wo ye no. Ordinance be share ni dem rifem. No on cancer mpanya nsempa na me ka kire wi. What I say? So this is how you attain awakening. Enye hiribabasem. Now, eno me atwa so de wotan eba wo any enipa ntem. What you say? One will say the internal conflict between your awakening nature, which is the serpent, and your condition with fear. See, me catch us a coco meditate kura obeka usuru. To go within yourself, no abaya diamond. A nipa are ready to go anywhere except to go within themselves. What catch then is say, anadu won kwa musie no wongo sie bibi wo hokora wa ye ready so obeko. Ba what catch then is say, one tenase, now one meditate. What you say? On killing every thought ebeba na adwene mu no focus on the breath. What you say? Na through the breath no ena odnam so beko within. Anything that Christopher Bible ne ka kire say ye de anete anwene wo no Onyankopon ne de home ne gu mu ansa na wo beye wo krati asefo enti sa wo pese wo go back to source sa home no na obedi akire. You follow the breath. Forget about the thought will come, but don't follow it. Don't engage the thought. What do I say? I have to say when you are going to the astral, like the gate, the entrance, like when you are going into the astral, one will say, like, they said the increase symbols, the geometry signs now. You don't have to engage them. You just have to observe these geometric signs. The increase symbols now. You just have to observe them, their beauty, but you just have to observe them to move into the next stage. What do I say? You could slavery when you go what I say, serpent no age na homa the awakening nature and the fear no ye de atum mu no sesi a no usuro se ube twe ho afri Christianity na twe ho ba from ne ho because of fear. The minute you crucify with fear no your awakening no ashase eda ehu no ewo mu no ehu and ehu no hell no na ehu no hell and ehu no what do I say? But Bible no kura catch now fear not in everything fear not in everything fear not. The other na usro going within your own self o me nka say mimi na nachidom mimi mu na bra me nka say bra mimi mu what do I say me nka say mimi mu na bra me say wo na ko mu na wo nyankopon na wani abre no a wo pese ohu no no aju kwa twea mountains etutu ho akwan no o hye wo mu ayi ti the Christopher Bible no ka say me da adagya wa environment ma ekom de mi wa ma maduane yare ye wa mesra me wo se wo nyankopon da ben na wo kura wo be atiasefo asase so da ben na wo be wiase a wo betena mimi area mu a wo ni me be ya adamfo a wo yare ya mama mesra wo a ekom de wo mama waduane na o se hwe ni jimie bi eni jimie ada wonim se mimi nyankopon no mene wo na mini na nachidom hene enti ebra na nachidom hene yare ye no a wankosra no eye mimi nyankopon no amesra no if is a mimi nyankopon metimabodiem what ya say metimabodiem minti say Elon Musk my ex na makwa akotra fie me de me ye nyina no mitim na me experience na me enjoy ma ade enka wo na wo ko enjoy no abeka kire nyankopon sa ade na ede nyankopon be de hu se mango ede nyankopon be hu nya wo na wo mumu ye wicked people say wo na wa ye tax he said the tax ho aka de etie ene oti ase said the enije e wo ho say wo na wo ye nyankopon no watimi aye tax said the tax etie tinga wo can experience it said the tax no the collection etie wo na wa ye to wo ni nyankopon no wa ye to a tinga ni to ka ba mo obi na ajeje to na ma o ti nyankopon no na ajeje ne to no o ye ni bibia no enjoy wo ti ase enti menyi bi mfrim emfa bi nka ho wo de enyim wala ase yankwai yanhwe the banishment from the garden. The banishment of the garden. That is the final and the most crucial part. What do I say? When we say to remain in the to remain unconscious in the paradise, no, after eating a diabano, enya possible be. What do I say? After waba binya sa knowledge, no, wunti mean sa antena baby a wutini be. What I say? When you are waking, when you are waking, no eshasia. Baby, I would and namfufu a woni omudi agro ne kura bebribe oni bebribe yaka. Nyo na ani ombe yaka omo na ne obe yaka. What I say? Baby, I na wudi agro no kura no ube ja kwa agro die. Enipa bi be start ya ka se wa adwene nya dwuma biem. Because indeed, baby, I wa adwene no akwa ni mu che wo mo. Your vibration is higher. They can't understand you anymore. Because one can elevate yourself from the physicality into spirituality. Until you don't see things as they are anymore. You have seen beyond the veil. When you entroni akoshia e what politics mu, when you entroni akoshia e what religion mu, when you entroni akoshia e what the movie and the entertainment industry and everything, what you say, the beauty and the cosmetic industry, everything around you. And you have to be asesama. Se aduane kura wadidie mu nyina asesa. What you say, first and namfo no ananka ani omkotwa bi no. Oni omko wibi ensa no say wo frɛ se yenko hia ne yenko wibia you don't want to go because say wa ba be hunu say alcohol no a connection, a tool for you to use to connect between the physical and the spirit. It's not for your consumption. That way, the opeja one son, what the fra home. What I say? Enti nipa nti wasie biem, they start calling you evil, but they don't know, say, you are on the path. What I say? To glory. Salvation is an individual journey. Enya asore gidigidi enya dabio. Enya ododo. An individual journey. Enti wo nkwaje na eye wo na wo beye ho adwuma. And it starts from within, not without. What I say? Aha. Enti sabio ye the angels, ye say Nyankopon epam Adam ne Eve free garden nim no. And what the angels ebo garden ne ho ban said be ya angels no. Said be ya Adam ne Eve enye day. Enti mi ensa enko back to garden nim biem. Ni nyina ne say one will say to remain unconscious in paradise after gaining all the knowledge, the soul must embark on a journey, a hero journey. What you say? Through the wilderness, as I see so, said the beya wubenya experience. What you say? For higher consciousness and unity. So medical what you say, bra na wo hum yes in the spirit. Say be wunim bone, wunim papa. Unim unsunda, unim eyaw. You don't know what fear is. Unim se me dan time waso ye ba betumi. Unim se bi omi nua bi ewu eye me ya. Unim se me ge bi agya me menya broken heart. What you say? Until you come here to experience that thing for the growth of your soul. Until ebra obe ascending no. Until na Bible ne ka se. Itwa se nipa wu prekope. Wahu nipa be wu wachi atemu ho atemu no ejina ho ma the lessons na nka sese wo besua ne wasasi so na nso wo ba ye no a wo beto wa adwene mu. You didn't learn those lessons for your soul because wo cry se me banama ba besua sa ne me cry se me banama ba be kire mo sa ne me na mo ahunu kwan a mo befa so ascend back to where you came from, the source, the heaven. What you say? Enti the Garden of Eden, any Adam Eve story no. Enya a story of say will be akwa akoye Nyankopon bone ama Nyankopon adome enti no ye ya yete asase su nyina no Nyankopon adome yen. Ade na Nyankopon be dome yen. Asase a wote su, does it look like a nome? Asase a bibi a wode betu su bia na afifi no, does it look like a nome asase no no? Ah? And I also watch this asking me. Maybe I won't no man wall swap, patch of would know me why. Main and actually don't me history 101 a bush cool dear. Yeah, dear. Young yam to know me, dear. Yeah, baha, see a baby dear for our higher self. We didn't let you know, you made a abacosam a history 101. It was a son, so Oje bre, Emma is dear. Eda, Quesiada, say, I don't know me. Na me da so tiati asefo asasi so na me nkoye ane me nkoye back to the Eden, me nko back to the source. Adama me say another beautiful topic ebeba ama ye di eho engita ho na me kai wo say wo topic bi a wo pese na nachi dom hene me bibi mu sisi mu fifi mu eda ho kwa ho ntoma na wunya ho ntiase eya na wa send me message in a DM na say your WhatsApp group ni mu so obetimi atwera to ho na wa kire say na nachi dom hene wadama topic we ye nyan ya ka obe discuss amaye na wadawo ma jebre na maba na ya ba bedi hu nkomo me wa sesa obeje bre e ma na yesua de odom ankoma kan ho oba de kan ho na nanom mo echi dom adom dom ye ya da kwasi ada e be say hia na edi nkomo foforo omo nka ye nyina ye ashi